everybody. My name is Rina Hisamatsu, and I'm a registered dietitian working with the Michigan Collaborative for Type 2 Diabetes. My role in the collaborative is to support the low carbohydrate initiative in a number of ways, including supporting tool development for patients and providers, working in a variety of projects, hosting educational seminars, and leading support groups across the state. So you may have been recommended a low carbohydrate meal plan by your doctor or other care team members to help you manage your diabetes or for other health reasons. But you might be wondering what this meal plan is all about and where to start. That's what I'm here to talk about today. Before we get into it, let me tell you a story about carbohydrates and their role in the body. So the foods that we eat contain a combination of 3 nutrients called carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Some examples of foods that contain carbohydrates are bread, rice, pasta, baked goods, and sugary beverages. When we eat carbohydrates, they're broken down into sugars during digestion. These sugars then enter our bloodstream, and in response to rising blood sugar levels, insulin is released by the pancreas. Insulin is a hormone that helps our body use and store energy. Insulin works like a key that allows sugar from the bloodstream to enter cells of the body, including fat, muscle, and other tissues. These sugars can then be used for energy or stored as fat. For some people, eating too many carbohydrates can lead to persistently high blood sugar and insulin levels, increase cravings, and cause weight gain. Reducing your carbohydrate intake can lower your body's blood sugar and insulin levels. When your insulin levels are low, your body stops storing energy as fat and starts using stored fat for energy. This can make it easier to lose weight, increase energy levels, and reduce hunger and cravings. A low carbohydrate meal plan limits the amount of carbohydrate-containing foods like bread, rice, pasta, potatoes, sugary beverages, baked goods, and sweets. Your doctor may recommend that you keep your total carbohydrate intake within 130 grams per day or less, depending on your health goals. On this meal plan, you can enjoy a wide variety of nutrient-dense foods from protein sources like poultry and fish, meat, eggs, and tofu, non-starchy vegetables like dark leafy greens, broccoli, cauliflower, fats from foods such as nuts and seeds, and small amounts of complex carbohydrates like fruits, beans, and lentils, and whole grains. Now let's learn about how we can count carbohydrates using the nutrition label. Understanding how to read the nutrition label can help you count carbs and stay on track with your meal plan. To start, always check the top of the label for the serving size, which tells us the portion of 1 serving. The breakdown of nutrients shown on the label all refer to the size of 1 serving. Next, find the grams of total carbohydrates by taking a look at total carbohydrate. Total carbohydrate is the sum of all carbohydrates in 1 serving of a product. This includes starches, sugars, and dietary fiber. All types of carbohydrates, except dietary fiber, will play a role in raising blood sugar and insulin levels. You will find dietary fiber right underneath total carbohydrate. Now, fiber is an important part of a low-carb lifestyle and your overall health for a variety of reasons. It helps to keep your blood sugar levels steady, can help you to feel full, and keeps your gut healthy. Now, a well-balanced low-carb meal plan will include a variety of fiber-rich foods, such as leafy greens and other non-starchy vegetables, like nuts, seeds, and berries. To track your carbohydrate intake, you can use the pen and paper method, or if you prefer, you can download a food tracking app on your mobile device. Examples include Carb Manager or MyFitnessPal to help you stay organized. The purpose for tracking your carbohydrate intake is not to use it as a lifetime micromanagement tool, but more so to help you in the process of building awareness and understanding about your current food intake. The final topic we will cover in this video is how to create your balanced low-carb meal. We call this the 4-step process to building your plate. All right, so as you can see here, this is the image of create the 4-step process to building your low-carb meal. Now, step 1 is to pick your choice of protein. This could be fish, poultry, meat, tofu, tempeh, or eggs. Protein is an important foundation of your meals because it helps you feel satisfied and stabilizes blood sugar levels. Start with an amount of protein about the size of your palm and the thickness of a deck of cards. Then you can always adjust as needed based on your hunger and activity levels. Step 2 is to add your non-starchy vegetables like leafy greens, zucchini, broccoli, cauliflower, bell peppers, cucumbers. The list goes on. Now, you might ask, what's the difference between starchy and non-starchy vegetables? So the main difference between them is in the carbohydrate content. Starchy vegetables are higher in carbohydrates, such as potatoes, corn, winter squash, and peas, while non-starchy vegetables are lower in carbohydrates without compromising on their fiber and nutrient content. This makes it an important step to add to your meal plan. In step 3, you might decide you'd like to add a small amount of good quality carbohydrates depending on your individual carb goal. This could be a starchy vegetable like a winter squash or sweet potato. It could be fruits like berries or apples, legumes such as beans, lentils, or whole grains such as oats or quinoa. And lastly, step 4 is fats. Now, this step, similar to step 3, is optional. Remember that many foods naturally contain some fats, such as salmon and cuts of meat or poultry. And likely, you might also use a little oil or butter in the cooking process. You may not need to go out of your way to add any extra fats outside of what you use in the cooking process, because a little bit can go a long way to help you feel full and satisfied and to add flavor to your meal. However, if you would like to include some additional fats for that chef's kiss, we recommend choosing from options from whole food sources such as nuts and seeds, avocado, or olives. So listening to your body is key to knowing when and how much to eat on a low carbohydrate meal plan. On this meal plan, you are encouraged to eat when you are hungry and stop when you are full. Now, getting used to this new meal plan may feel hard at first, but with a little practice, some planning, and a little bit of time, you can find a low carbohydrate lifestyle that works for you. We recommend that you try working on changing one meal at a time, starting with a low-carb breakfast, for example, and try to stick with it for a few days before challenging your next meal to low carb. So we hope you've enjoyed watching this video and that it helped you learn the basics of adopting a low carbohydrate lifestyle. I'll see you at the next video. Bye.